Told you I got to be in the bed at 9 in the morning. I'm just telling you what God. Oh, wonderful.
Somebody need to turn their TV down. And your citizen. Thank you, Reverend Jones. Ooh, it's noisy.
Can I pay my Cash App?
Yeah, right under mine. Dennis, you nervous?
What?
Just making sure. Craig Oliver, what's up, boy? Oliver, you from Florida. How you eat your grits?
Told you I got to be in the bed.
Oliver, you from... Y'all like and share. We getting ready to start our discussion.
So we can share this on our Facebook page?
It's already on there.
Oh, man?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord.
I have a team. I have engineers, Brother Minister. That's right. Team Sugar. That's right. Salt. Oliver, I'm praying to God for you.
Carla, remember who writes your checks on Sundays.
Roosevelt Rogers, you ain't saved. Keisha. Ivey, look at Keisha. All right, enough of this introduction. It's time to get down to it. Listen, if you are team salt and pepper, you have been deprived of what grits are supposed to taste like. Now, we're praying for salvation for Dr. Jordan and Dr. Ella Ivey. Because the two saved men are to the left of the screen. So check this out, y'all. It's a lot of people on here tonight. Thank y'all for joining in tonight. My guest is my brothers from Texas. They both from Louisiana, but they both pastor major churches in Houston, Texas. That's none other than my big brother, Dr. Dennis Jones, Gethsemane Baptist Church in Houston, Texas, and Dr. William Jordan, Lions Unity Baptist Church in Houston, Texas. Pastors Jones and Jordan, would you all please say hello to the people?
Hello, everybody.
Hello to the people.
And then I got my sidekick, my partner in crime right here in Oakland, California. That is none other than one of my best friends, my number 2 best friend, the Reverend Elliott Tremaine Ivey. Don't know how to eat grits singer. Yeah, that's his name. Don't know how to eat grits singing. Ivy, say what's up to the people. You're always one of my guests on here.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
All right. Now, I had Pastor Dennis Jones after he preached awesome word for Pastor Tolan Morgan on Sunday. I was so glad I knew who the guest preacher was for their church anniversary. And I had to let him know after church, I had to send him the video of Pastor Ivey and myself. And so if y'all missed this video of me and my boy, I want y'all to stay tuned and watch it right now. Watch.
Also, there's something I want to say this morning. There's been quite a debate internationally, nationally, among African Americans. And today I was sad to discover that the majority of the church that comes on Sunday morning, I'm going to have to put them out because they are seriously wrong. And this is to my friend and my brother, Pastor Marty Peters, been my friend for quite some time. But I want to tell you, Marty and others, sugar does not belong on grits. Sugar does not belong on grits. Salt and pepper and butter belongs on grits. Thus ends the reading of our scripture. God bless you.
And then there's another thing I want to say, and that is it's going on across the nation. Pastors in their pulpits are making this vow, and there's a difference how you eat your grits.
Go ahead, talk about it.
And this is to, Ambrose Carroll is my number 1 best friend, but my number 2 best friend is that Elliott Tremaine Ivey singer. This for you, Reverend. This for you. This for you. I ate grits this morning. I'm standing here as the senior pastor of the Victory Baptist Church to inform the world that sugar belongs on grits. Y'all can say what you want to say. This right here on this box say, breakfast grits served with butter and milk and sugar. This is what the box says. The box says grits should be served with butter and or milk and sugar. And it even says that you can add some raisins, cinnamon, or brown sugar. It does not say anything about salt and pepper. This is a church where we believe in butter and sugar goes in grits. I rest my case, Elliott Ivey.
Reverend, your whole church is heathens.
All of them.
Jordan, I ain't said nothing about Lions Unity. Now you keep your hands off it. We believe in butter and sugar.
I mean the whole congregation.
The whole church.
Now there were a few chosen in the group. There were a few elect in the group
I didn't hear them.
who understood that salt belongs on grits.
Only
I
one
didn't
person.
hear them.
No, it was more than one. They just secretly told me.
No.
Wow.
They didn't want to go against the pastor publicly.
Well, they told you just right to not go against the pastor. Anyway, so you all, tonight is Pastor Dennis Jones and myself with Team Sugar and Butter. And then these two heathens with the blue on, they go to the same school, Virginia Union. Ivey and Jordan, team. Now, how you gonna put butter, salt, and pepper on there?
What's
So,
wrong?
I don't get that. The back of the box says breakfast should be eaten with sugar
That's your problem.
and butter.
That's your problem.
Now y'all preach the text.
And they go into school.
Yeah, y'all should be guilty of the text.
And they should be able to read.
The text says
They should be able to read.
the text says they should be eaten with butter and sugar.
Is that your argument, Pastor Peters? Is that all you got?
Amen.
Well, you go
Amen.
ahead, since you got to follow instructions. What my niece just said.
Well,
Go right ahead.
see, what I discovered, Brother Jordan, is that, people in this area, they're a little limited. They ain't been exposed. So
All right.
you can only find these particular things in California. This is a quick grit, 5 minutes. When you read the instructions on the back of this, it says honey or sugar. However, if you read the context,
Come on. Context
It
means
says-
everything.
from savory, if you want it to be savory, you put butter, salt, and pepper. Even
Savory.
shredded cheese. That's on the quick grits. But where I'm from, to eat 5-minute grits,
It's a sin.
it is a sin. So I'm gonna put this away. Now, Brother Peters said that on this, which is some kind of California grit, I'd never heard of this Alberts or something.
That's a
Oh,
California.
wow.
California thing. Hey, I ain't knocking it. West side, whatever, crip walking, whatever, going dumb, whatever. Here it is. It says to put sugar, but we don't eat grits from a box. The people that know better, that are
Connoisseurs.
connoisseurs of the grit, know that you don't eat grits from a box.
Now, is that your argument?
So let me close tonight. Hold on, don't interrupt me, Brother Minister. Well, this is something you will never find in the state of California. These are called stone ground grits. These are real grits. It takes 20 to 30 minutes to make these grits. And let me close. Somebody give me E flat. Listen.
Try your wings, Doc. Try your wings.
Listen.
Change your voice.
When you read the instructions, now let me say this. You cannot find these grits in California. You have to order these.
The hell you got them on my shelf for then if we can't find them here?
Because you order these grits. When you really have a taste for them, you order these grits. And these grits says add 1 part water at this time when grits have thickened. We don't eat runny grits. And stir for correct consistency. Add additional salt and pepper to taste. Real grits.
Well, I have a question and a statement.
Real grits
I have a question and a statement.
salt and pepper.
Brother
Thus
Peter,
reading,
Brother Peters, I have a question and a statement.
extended. The door of the church is open. Thank you very much.
My question is, who's gonna cook them for him? That's my question.
Ooh, don't you do that, Brother Minister. Now you in my business. I don't like that. I don't like that.
My statement is,
That's my business. That's my business.
my statement is,
Baptist of him.
since you are in school when you take a text out of context, it's a pretext.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
That's just my statement. You taking that all out of context.
Reverend, it's right there. It's right. If you, in the words of Tolan Morgan, if you just read the Bible. So it's right here. It's right now. I know you're getting a little older, Jones, and you might get a little glasses.
Watch it, talk about my big brother.
Help you, but if you need to squint or something. Do you see it? You see that? Add additional salt and pepper.
I can't see it.
Taste. I know you can't. It's all right, Reverend. It's all right.
I got on context. I still can't see it.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you in large font.
Oh Lord.
So you can see it, Reverend.
21.
These are real grits. Real grits.
Now since they got to cook 20 or 30 minutes, I want to know we're gonna cook them.
That take longer than bacon to cook, longer than biscuits to make. I got time to be cooking no grits for 30 minutes. They're gonna be overcooked. Listen, in California, we eat that red and white box. Now, since you had to have Miss Ivey send you to some.
Are you in my business? You in my business?
Birmingham, Pratt City, Alabama.
No. Look, if you read, Reverend, it says Charleston. These are from South Carolina. God bless you. All right. All right. God bless you. God bless you.
To eat grits any other way is a violation. Let me tell you, brother and sister. People who know me know shrimp is one of my favorite food in all the world. You can just put shrimp in anything, but I refuse to eat shrimp and grits.
That's because you refuse to put salt and pepper in.
Because shrimp, grits, and sugar don't go. That'll kill you.
Exactly. That's why I don't eat it. Because I cannot eat grits without the butter and the sugar, Doc. So I've never eaten shrimp and grits. And I don't know how many restaurants I can tell you I've been to where they sell shrimp and grits. And you can put shrimp in just about anything and I'll eat it.
I have eaten grits and sugar and shrimp all together. It's just as good.
You put sugar on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew you were twisted.
Oh, Bashunda.
You watch it, Jordan.
I knew you were twisted, Reverend.
That's right, though. I eat my grits right, though. Y'all eating y'all grits wrong.
Marty, where are you from? Marty, where are you from?
Oakland, California. My family is from Columbia, Mississippi.
He didn't ask you where your family was from.
Point of order.
Just as soon as we in this meeting, you ask your fault. I got something to tell you.
He did that. See, that's the problem.
Because see, I'm trying to figure this out.
How did he go wrong?
The players on the other team are both from the rural parts of their states.
Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute.
So I don't understand this salt and pepper.
Wait a minute. I'm not from rural nothing. I'm from
where you from?
Alabama, the magic city of the state of Alabama, with the same murder rate as Oakland, California.
You from Atmore, Alabama. You from Atmore, Alabama, and Jordan is from what's that? It's outside Alexander. You ain't from Alexander. You from outside. You from Gina.
Why ain't you from Eunice, Doc?
I'm from Shreveport, Doc.
Then it's from Kikipu.
Wait a minute, Marty. We on the same team.
Yeah, no, we are.
What you say for Jordan?
Kikipu, something like that. Run the Shreveport. Now I'm from Bayou Rapids near Boyce. Them my areas.
It's known for Pineville. It's known for the Psych Ward. That's where you're from. Am I right there?
Yeah, the hospital over there, bro.
See.
Oh, I understand now, Jordan.
And where's Atmo at?
I don't know nothing about Atmo here. I'm from Birmingham, born and raised. born in Baptist Medical Center, Princeton, and West End part of Birmingham. I don't know nothing about Atmore. Now, Atmore, wait a minute. My kinfolk, them Indians down. I mean, excuse me. Indigenous people are down there. Those are my folks. But I didn't know nothing about Atmore till I was dealing with the National Baptist Convention of America.
That's where Monroe Tucky is, isn't it?
Ain't Monroe dead?
No.
He ain't dead. Oh, sorry.
I hope he ain't watching.
I can't even try to fix that. I'm sorry, Doc. Shoot.
Hey, listen, I don't care what Jordan and Ivy say. It's Team Butter and Sugar all day long. It's more folk on here saying Team Sugar from all over the country.
That's a lie.
J. Weldon Gilbert, who's from Texas, put a post up today and said, somebody please tell my
lovely wife,
my beautiful wife,
lovely wife, yes sir,
sugar goes on grits.
Yes,
well, clearly she has sense.
Right.
Really?
I want to ask y'all, have y'all ever tried sugar? Have you tried sugar on your grits?
Have you tried Jesus? He's
all right. Yeah.
Have you tried salt and pepper on your grits?
Sugar.
I have.
All right.
You didn't
it was inappropriate. It was inappropriate. I promised the good Lord, if he ever let me eat some strong, thick grits again, I'd never violate them like that. And don't cook me no watery grits either.
No, now you got me on that one, Reb. I'm on your side.
Yeah, I don't want no watery grits. If I want watery grits, I'll eat cream of wheat.
I'm not trying it, Reb. I like my diabetes where it is, non-existent. Now, Marty, what you got to say about being diabetical?
I work out 5 days a week.
That ain't what I asked you, Reverend.
5 days a week do you work out?
You better talk to your teammate. Don't worry about mine and being diabetical. You better talk to your teammate.
Diabeticalness.
You better talk to your teammate.
80 pounds. My diabetes is under control, brother minister. Thank you.
I don't have the sugar or the blood pressure.
Now come on, Doc.
Since when?
I've never been diabetic. I was pre-diabetic when I lost the weight. Everything went away.
Pre mean before. Go ahead.
Man, you watch how you talk to my partner tonight.
Oh God.
Y'all, people said we are killing them tonight. People are talking about they side hurt. Listen.
That before killed me, Doc.
Brother Ivey, that's cold.
I'm sorry, bro, minister. I just trying to help you out there.
That's cold, Brother Ivey.
Listen, how many of you people on here watching tonight, and it's several people on here tonight. How many people on here can say you are team salt or you team sugar? We're going to take a survey after this is over with. Craig Oliver in Atlanta said he done, y'all. Listen, I'm going to eat sugar on my grits until I die. You got a couple of people on here. You probably got about 12 people on here that's team salt, but you probably got about 70 or 80 people on here that's team sugar.
All right, Reverend, it's a bunch of atheists in the world.
You be kind to my guests, Jordan.
Oh my, he called them atheists, Brother Peters.
Non-believers, Reverend. They don't believe.
Jesus said we are the salt of the earth. Now that's what Jesus said.
That's the Bible, Reverend.
Come on.
That's the Bible.
It's balancing out on this side over here, Reverend.
It's the Bible, Reverend.
You folk that eat sugar on your grits, I don't really trust you, but go ahead.
I don't trust people that put salt and pepper on there and butter. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. Sugar.
Alexander. She can only vote.
And then I got a memo here talking about salt and pepper.
Bless you, Gethsemane.
Wow.
Look at it. See?
Jordan.
Tread.
You read it for him, Brother Ivey. Read it for him, Brother Ivey.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. She said, tread lightly, Jordan.
That's one of my members.
Now, wait a minute. Now, Hill on here talking about the Redeemer of the Lord. Say sugar. You can talk about nothing.
Sugar and grits in the Bible too. Oh, taste and see.
See,
I don't trust Jermaine Key's exegesis either.
I said you cheat him. Sugar all the way. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Talisha said salt and pepper.
Carrie said sugar on grits.
Now his name is Carrie. See, his mama couldn't even spell his name. Rep, I ain't gonna tell me. How you gonna tell me what to eat now?
Y'all a rough crowd, Doc.
William Robertson, sugar.
From Georgia.
Not
somebody say. Who that say Salt and Pepper is a rap group?
That's
They say there's a great divide in the church.
It really is. It really is. It really is. It ain't too many of y'all soft folk. It ain't too many of y'all soft folk. Ambrose, we praying for your salvation.
Don't ignore.
I wish I had known that when you preached for me, boy. I would have served you some sugar and grits so fast in between services.
I wouldn't have ate it. I'd have been fainted at the second. I would have ate that. Come on, Samantha.
Ivy Carey said, check your phone.
I ain't worried about it. He can't see his phone, no way. Samantha Sanders says children eat sugar and grits. But Nola, your assistant pastor, Nola said that salt, pepper, and butter go on grits.
I don't care what Nola said.
Bless your brother hand did a second. Salt and pepper, a little butter. Bless your brother hand.
Terrence Long, Little Rock, Arkansas is a sugar butter city.
Look at that, Doc.
You only need to say it one time. You don't have to keep putting it in here, Tammy. Your assistant pastor.
And guess what? My assistant pastor says salt and pepper.
She one person. Y'all got my godmama. Y'all got 3.
It's more than that, Reverend. You can't even count. We're not trusting your accountability. And you ain't got put your glasses on. Marty, put your glasses on.
Like a Baptist election.
I can see just fine. Yeah. Ivy, I'll shake my hand. I'll shake my hand.
Oh, Jesus.
You watch how you talk about. I'll shake my hand.
But I argued my case tonight, so we just gonna.
You can argue your case.
And he had 3 points.
Ivy, you want to say you argued your case? It was 2 boxes said should be eaten with sugar.
No, Reverend. One box says sugar. This one box.
Who's gonna cook?
And the other box tells sugar.
The 5-minute quick grit said salt or sugar. So to bring it all together, real grits require salt and sugar. And
so which one you use, Brother Ivey? Which one you use? Which one you eat? Which one of those?
I eat the real stuff.
You're right.
I ain't even open this.
You cooked it?
Yeah, I cook. See what you don't understand. You don't understand. See, I cooks, Rebel. I'm surviving over here.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Reverend be cooking biscuits and chicken breast and things over there.
That one night we was all on the phone together.
You really think that's him cooking that?
Me and Jordan, we was all, and a couple other pastors were all on FaceTime. Reverend, I started putting chicken in the fryer. They said, "Ooh, let me get off the line. I'm getting hungry." See, Reverend said, "I be cooking."
Reverend hear this slap your mama. It's all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Now, why the world would you call me and you see I'm on? Yeah. So yeah, all that stuff, Reverend.
You didn't see everybody in the house, Reverend Jervis. You didn't see everybody in the house.
Well,
now you didn't know everybody that was in that house.
I have never seen.
Nah, I can't. Now, right, don't you right on that? I can't speak to that.
Exactly.
Bougie, but Ivy do live out there where the clear people live, so that's probably where he got them grits from out there in clear neighborhoods. They don't know how to eat no grit.
Not the clears.
The clear people don't know how to eat no real grits. Not with that bag. That grits come in a box.
Man, I ain't heard nobody cooking no grits for 20 or 30 minutes since Heck was a pup.
Dennis, you see that? It got a twisty town like it's like a loaf of bread.
At Mo, Alabama.
These are stone ground grits. You don't know anything about it. So why are you speaking on it? Let's talk about something you know. And we're going to talk about the box and the container. You know that.
I know about both of those boxes, but I ain't.
Yeah.
They look like pebble grits.
Is that what they called it? Where you from, Kinky? Where you from, Kinky, Louisiana? Where you say you from, Jordan? Kinky?
Kinky poo.
Listen, I honestly believe tonight, Dennis and I won.
I think so too.
It's
Of course
more
we believe
people
that.
have said grits and butter and sugar on here than they have said salt and pepper.
I think so too.
It ain't no wrong. It ain't no one.
We my engineer's counting up right now.
It ain't no one. She can't count. That's your dog. She can't count.
I gotta do
Hey, don't get loud with y'all.
She got two. That's Alex. That's not Yanni. Yanni quarantined.
Don't get disrespectful now.
You be quit leaving. You leave my alone.
Miss Dora Jane Hobson said, "Godson, you know how to cook grits. Go past Ivy and Jordan. Bless you, Miss Dora Jane."
And that's your family, Marty.
But Todd Wheeler is on there. He said team sugar and butter too. That's my family too.
Todd can't see.
Yeah. You better quit talking about my family members. William Jordan, oh my doc, they use salt or sugar there. Wherever he said, Jermaine Key said wherever that's for you, Jordan.
What do you say now?
Talisha, go ahead and count. Y'all count too. We ain't listen.
Talisha can't see either, but
Keys, I use the salt.
She team salt, so she all right. Yeah, let Talisha count.
She team sugar.
No, she not. And then let me yeah. We don't you know, when you've been raised by sugar people, I guess you don't know no better.
Yeah. Sugar and butter on there. That's right.
Not the sugar people.
Look at that. Mama, you just keep putting salt up there. You only get one count.
She can say as many times as she wants.
I'm having pepper on my salmon and sugar on my grits. Renard Hillis is from Houston, and he eats sugar and butter on his grits.
I can cook too, Todd.
Sugar is sweet, but salt
Now,
is hard.
that Reverend don't need no sugar.
Who?
Reverend Hillis.
I tried to tell you. Oh, Jesus.
Moving along.
Reverend, be delivered, be healed, be set free.
We won, Doc. They owe us dinner.
The sugar one. Y'all
We've been on you dinner, Dennis. We've been on you dinner about 3-4 years, Doc.
Well, pay up then.
when this pandemic is over, Reverend.
Ebo Shunda.
Yes,
We're gonna buy some, we're gonna get him some shrimp and grits.
Yeah, the devil is a lie.
We getting our shots and stuff, you know, we're gonna be all right after a while.
I'll take the shrimp out and put sugar in it.
Speaking of shots, have you guys had y'all vaccination yet?
I've had both of mine.
Okay.
Good. No side effects.
Okay. Jordan, what about you?
I got my first one yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Ivy?
Yeah, I got mine this past Sunday.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw both of y'all. Yeah. You know what? I may be way off, but I always hear people worrying about the side effects But guys, the side effects is far better than having the virus.
Absolutely.
The side effects ain't killing nobody.
Speak, Doc.
The side effects is 24 hours. And then the side effects is your body telling you we are ready.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're talking too much about the side effects, man. That's driving me crazy. I would have much rather had the side effects after I got the injection than to have the virus. Seriously.
Yep. I agree with you 100%, Reverend.
Yes.
Only thing I had was like some fatigue. You know, I didn't have any, fever. Well, any, like a slight fever for a while, but it passed.
Did you have the Pfizer or the Moderna?
Pfizer.
See, I've heard more side effects from the Pfizer than I have the Moderna. I had the Moderna.
And I'm the opposite. I've heard more from Moderna than Pfizer.
Really?
Now my arm was hurting Monday, up until Monday. Then by Tuesday, I was fine. That's all the only side, but that's part one. Part two is the one that says
that's right.
They say it can be difficult.
Absolutely.
Well, my nurse, she was like, take Tylenol 2 hours before you go, eat a good meal, and take it 2 hours after you come back.
Mm-hmm.
And that would minimize so I mean, maybe perhaps mine could have been worse if I didn't do that. But I mean, it was very minor compared to some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like Brother Jones. Give me the symptoms of the vaccine over the actual virus, man. So.
I was preparing myself. I didn't take the Tylenol because I heard too much mixed news about it.
Right.
And so I didn't take anything. I just said, I made sure I was hydrated. And I said, side effects, okay, I'll just be down. Because everybody I heard is like 24 hours.
Yeah. That's is that after the second dose?
Most of it, yeah. See, Dr. Franklin is saying what I said. The side effects is telling your body it's being receptive to the vaccine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Todd Wheelock said that the Moderna
Bates
flared up his gout.
Reverend, you was eating too much red meat.
Sure was. That red meat. That was that double meat hamburger you had, Todd. Wasn't no shot, man. That was that double meat burger you had.
My foot, Marty. He was doing more swinging than he was talking.
My boy Bates, man, Todd, them hamburgers you having. Don't blame that on her shot.
Hey, thank you, Kemp. Happy Founders Day to you too, man. Yeah,
absolutely.
Father's Day.
Founders Day.
Doc. Oh, Founders Day. Oh, I'm sorry. That's really say. Y'all a little bit ahead of time there. I'm sorry.
So mote it be, Doc. So
mote it be.
Yeah.
So okay, so the results are in, and it's 32 team sugar and 25 team salt.
Well, can I say this, Reverend Peters?
Recount fake news.
Hey, ain't we had enough of recounting here?
Can I say this, Reverend Peters?
Right.
I say, Reverend Peters?
Man, what the heck you want to say to me?
Jesus said that wide is the way that leads to destruction.
Narrow.
Come on, it's the way that leads to eternal life. Because every now and then a trap. So, according to the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation, the majority is wrong.
Come on, crucify him.
I'm through what I tell you. The majority said crucify him.
Come on here.
The majority said,
try your wings, Doc.
We're gonna serve Baal.
Come on.
Said. The majority bowed down at the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. But that was three. Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah, that was three. Yes. Mm-hmm. That was three. Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They showed us, that you got to stand up for what's right. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And some of us don't want to stand up for what's right. So it just takes somebody every now and then. Yeah.
Sound like a little Jim Jones to me.
I wish I had a witness here.
Come on.
That know that sometimes it's good to go against the majority. Can I get a witness?
Yes, sir, Reverend. Yes, sir.
I can't wait till this is over tonight because I can tell you something to help your ministry too later on tonight. Just gonna hope you real good.
And then I brought witnesses tonight.
Huh?
Anthony Hamilton and Chucky Keith. They will tell you salt belongs on sugar. I'm through.
I'm so glad you through.
Doc, you didn't argue them clothes.
I'm so glad you through because that did sound like a little.
That was the Bible, Martin.
What Bible?
The real one.
The Atmo version.
Which Bible? The lost
Bible? That was the NRSV, the New Revised Standard Version.
Okay. Yeah, Anthony Hamilton can't be trusted. Look how nappy his beard is. Anyway,
I know he ain't talking. Carry beard so nappy, Doc. Golly. I'm sorry, Reverend. I'm sorry. I leave it alone.
All right. Okay, y'all. So we've clowned for the first 40 minutes. All right, let's get serious for the next 25 minutes. So you guys are
Reverend Jones got to go to bed at 9 o'clock now.
I know that's why I gotta hurry and get him in because he go to bed at
On Saturday nights, I do.
when the street lights come on. He go to bed.
Y'all keep living.
Well, I hope so, brother minister. I hope so. So what do you all feel about your governor banning face coverings and face masks?
Well, here's the problem. He's still wearing a mask.
I'll be doggone.
Yeah, he's still wearing a mask.
Who is that?
Abbott?
Is he?
Yeah, he's giving 2 press conferences, and afterwards he both times he put his mask on and rolled right on the way.
George, I was drinking some water when you said that.
Yeah.
So, are you all still wearing masks, Dennis and George?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I've got my both shots, but I still wear masks, man.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I plan to wear my mask. I plan to plead with my people to.
Like that. Yeah. That's just straight political, man. I mean, he's bowing down to Trump and the political GOP leaders, you know.
But also, Brother Jordan, that's a distraction.
True.
From the major blunt with the electrical stuff. That's a distraction. I heard on CNN that another reason he did it, he has aspirations to run for president.
I heard that.
Or I should say roll for president.
Okay.
Yeah, he came wrong, so he's rolling for president. Yeah. So, but our state is in a bad shape, man. The leaders of our state, the governor, the
lieutenant governor,
the attorney general, Cruz, all those guys. That's what we deal with. It's horrible. It is horrible, and it's a sad state of affairs. I am so disturbed that the worst president we've ever had has become a dictator in his own right with so many. I mean, these people have sold their souls to the devil, and it's all about pleasing the base to get reelected.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's horrible, man. The worst president. And now the Republicans got amnesia, man. They wanna operate now like the last 4 years didn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like the last 4 years didn't exist, man. Look what they're doing up there in the Senate. But look how they attacking the governor of New York. And I mean, how can you have any kind of involvement in morals when you just had a leader for 4 years who didn't know how to spell morality?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the other thing, and I'm through, I don't want to take up all the time, is Trump simply exposed the plight of our country. It's like he pulled the cover off the racism, and the guys just got out of bed, and now, I mean, they've taken their capes off. To me, we've gone back 40 or 50 years. Look at the voting stuff they're trying now. Man, I mean, it's wide open now. I mean, it's horrible. Welcome to the divided states of United States of America, the divided states.
Dennis, you got to remember, still, although Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won, Doc, it's still 72 million people still voted for Trump.
And still talking about Trump won, man.
I mean, as of this week, there was the QAnon group were saying on March 4th he will become president based upon the original inauguration date of 1776. They still believe that he had a plan to be in the White House on March 4th.
And they dictated the session of the Congress. They shut stuff down Thursday because they were afraid of protest. Man, I wouldn't shut nothing down. I would continue business as usual and get the National Guard out there and let them have a party with them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous.
We can't go back to church, man.
No,
not right now.
No.
We can't
No.
go back to church, man.
No.
And he wants Brown. I can't say what he wants, but he knows brown people, black people, will die from this. But for people like him, man, it won't hit him until it's him or his wife or his child, who gets that disease, man. They don't care. It's about money, point blank. And like Brother Jones said, the cover up, man, distraction. Because he made a mess of the whole ice storm in Texas.
Yeah. So how many churches do you all think or do you all know of? Because just a couple of weeks ago, it was an outbreak in Houston. I know 6 people personally that has COVID. How many churches have opened up so far?
I mean, I've heard of a few.
Fully open with no face mask or anything.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know any of those.
No.
I don't know. And if it would be, I would think it would be of the other persuasion. I would hope and pray to God none of my people or none of our churches would do that. But we have yet to see. It just starts next week. So we have yet to see, because of course he has some followers, some supporters of what he's doing, talking about it's a smart idea. So, but and the scientists are saying, brothers, that if he had just waited at the rate we're going with the vaccine and all that, if he just waited, y'all, we could be way ahead of the game in the late summer or the fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we're gonna have an uptick. And let me say this: I pray to God that I'm wrong. He's taking a shot in the dark, that he's right. I pray to God. But if the scientists are right, we run the risk of having a major uptick. And my problem is, and I'm through, he's not that much of a governor. How you going to be a scientist?
Wow.
Right.
Wow. That's sad. So will you all still remain? Dennis, I heard you preach Sunday, and I heard you say while you were preaching, the 10 people that's in the building, Gethsemane is a large building, and to have 10 people in there, is that what you're sticking with your 10 for a while?
Mm-hmm. I have my music ministry, the media ministry, and actually a total of between 20 and 25, because I got a little base of like 10 people there all the time, and then I got another 10 to 15 who are in and out, who are requesting to come. And actually, when visitors come, I have not turned them away. But you're correct, man. 10 folk in there. Look, 100 people in there is going to look like it's jam-packed to me. Whenever 100 people get there, it's going to look jam-packed. Man, I've been preaching the pew so long. 100. The other first Sunday, I think I had like 30 or 40 people. I started getting nervous. I did. I started getting nervous. I'm serious, because I'm like, it's too many people in here. Because I'm so used to 10 people so long that 40 looked like they were packing the house. I actually got nervous.
Wow. Jordan, what about you? How many? You were only at a few people. I think you're less than that, right, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm around, man, about 10.
Okay.
You know, and you know, Lions has a great deal of older people in it as well, so they have no desire to come back right now.
Yeah.
You know, and for the few who wanted to come, you know, I said no, man. It's just, we're not going to do that, because here's the whole thing, Doc. If we open church back up and it becomes an outbreak, the people who want to come back will say, let's go back. But when the outbreak happens, it's pastor's fault, because he knew. He knew it was too soon.
And then you and I very well. I'm sorry, Jordan. Go ahead.
Yeah. And my argument is, man, if people get COVID at Walmart, the mall, the gym, that's on their watch. But on my watch at Lions, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Well, let me ask both of you. Go ahead, Dennis. You wanted to jump in?
No, I was just going to say that two things. One, it takes a whole nother look if they get sick in church versus when they got sick on their job. With a lot of folk, it's a whole different ball game. The other thing is, because of the decrease in church prior to the pandemic, I actually can do one service. But because of the pandemic, whenever we go back, I'm still going to do two. To keep spread out, I'm still going to do two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When do you all feel like, do you all think you may return this year?
Man, that would be a miracle, honestly, because you got to think about it too. Although it's summertime, then winter, fall, you know, so it's just like we don't know, man. It's just we're just up in the wind, Doc. And again, if we had a governor, you know, who cared about humanity, then that would be a plus, you know.
Mm-hmm. Doc, I put together a protocol last year. I put together a diverse group of people in my church. Everything from a police, an attorney, nurses, school superintendent, officers in the church. And we sat down Zoom wise and put together protocol. I'm talking about maybe in the summer, it was already done of last year. And my point is, man, I pulled that thing out several times thinking we fixing to have somebody in, and then something happened and I'm like, oh no, that's all right. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good, because I'm not taking any chances. I'm not. If one person got sick, I could never ever forgive myself. I lost a deacon, one of the first people to die of it, in March. And I think that's the only somebody in my church. And of course, I lost my father figure, Dr. Harry Blake. So if that would happen because somebody came to my church, man, I don't think I could live that down. I really don't. I don't see how Trump gets away with this. To me, that's murder. Just like Texas. Everybody that dies, the governor should be charged with murder.
That's right. I agree with you there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm serious about that. I'm serious. Everybody that dies, he should be charged with murder.
Doc, it's over 550,000 people in the U.S. have died from COVID-19 right now.
And Doc, if you remember this time last year, Trump's press secretary was saying it's not a big deal. No one's going to die from it. And now we're almost over 500,000 people that have died.
We're over 500,000.
It's sickening.
And he could care less.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, man, did y'all hear about Trump and his wife sneaked and got the vaccine in January?
I heard about that.
Yeah. No. You never heard that, Ivey?
No.
They got the vaccine in January, man.
I wouldn't
Do you not know the mentality that could be changed in the country if they had gone public with that?
Yep.
Doc, he's been the worst, as you said, DJ, a little while ago, the worst president that have ever served in the United States for president. The worst.
I think the difference between the Republican Party and people like Trump and Biden and Trump and the GOP and the Democratic Party, those people have no souls. And they don't care who they hurt for power and gain. The Democrats, although they have their issues, they try to be a little moral at times, on some stuff, but for the most part, the GOP, Trump, Abbott, those guys don't care.
Yeah, no souls.
They don't care because if anybody, I mean, for Pastor Jones to say, if one person dies on my watch, I couldn't live that down. This man kept COVID, as far as the heart of COVID, a secret for weeks and said nothing. So he doesn't care. He doesn't care about nobody, man.
Yeah, that bottom line is money.
Yeah.
See,
it's money, Doc.
That bothers me, though, you all, as a citizen in the U.S. Trump was like this before they elected him.
Absolutely.
Just got like this in his 4 years in office. He got worse after he became commander-in-chief.
Well, the problem is, I believe they didn't think he would become this powerful.
Right.
And had that much influence.
Right. All the guys that are supporting him now hated him until they saw this fool got elected. So now they discovered, it's a whole lot of racists in the country. So if I want to stay in office, I got to appeal to the racists, because for the most part, that's who elected this man. Period.
Yep. White fear elected Donald Trump.
Exactly.
8 years of Obama, take our country back.
Yeah,
sir. And that's what they thought they were doing.
And I don't want to get crucified for this, but I was afraid when they were pushing him to name an African American woman. I was afraid. I supported it, but I was afraid because Donald Trump is white America's response to 8 years of Obama.
Yeah.
And I just knew, I said, if they put an African, I was so afraid. I was so afraid. But thank God it didn't go. My fears were not materialized, brought to reality.
Well, Kamala is from Oakland, Doc. Oakland wasn't gonna let that happen. Right. Thank God. Don't bother Kamala, Doc.
She's from Oakland, Doc.
And the difference between Biden and Trump is like night and day. Joe Biden is just a good man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Doc, Twitter is actually boring now that Trump is gone.
Mm-hmm. and man, let me tell you something. Guys that I've read, that I've been reading, I'm just turned in my stomach about reading them now. I'm just turned in my stomach You know, some of my following Ivey and to see what they are saying, justifying Trump by his policies.
Yes,
the
sir.
heck with everything else. And now all of a sudden they want to attack Biden. Oh man, the white evangelicals.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're the worst. And now I don't know if all of y'all have heard this. I think me and Ivey have spoke about this though. But even a couple of the clear evangelicals, they that have spoken out against racism and white supremacy, some of their churches have actually asked them to resign and leave from their churches.
Yeah, they are
absolutely
in real danger. They are in real danger. See, we get into controversy. Folks may shut down on us, stop saying amen. Some may even leave. But those guys back south, in those white Baptist churches, literally are in danger of losing their jobs for standing up for righteousness
and their lives.
Their lives. That's right.
And it's only been a few. It's only been a few of them that have stood up. Now it's been sweeping across the internet. Last week, this guy that was speaking against racism and you know, talking about us white people don't know what black people had to go through, but I want God to bless black people. I forget his name though, but it's been all over the internet, all passing on social media all this week.
Yeah, he's from Alabama.
Oh, okay.
But he's not Baptist. He's non-denomination. He probably started at church, so they can't put him out.
Yeah.
I just pray to God, Black America understands where we are now. I mean, think about those people who voted to impeach him. They all got censored by their state.
Yeah.
Think about that, y'all. Wow. Think about that. This man incited the riot. These people said he should be impeached for it, and their state censored them.
Yeah.
That's a sad state of affairs.
I wanted him to get impeached so that he cannot try to rerun again in 2024.
Absolutely.
I wanted him to get it. I was highly upset when they did not impeach him again.
Well, hopefully he will be indicted before 24 comes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you know that the FBI is investigating and have found people that were in the insurrection communicating the day of or days before.
Yes, sir.
Persons.
Yes, sir.
Congress members. So
yes,
now
sir.
they're investigating Congress members.
Yes, sir.
And we knew it. That
yes, sir.
It was an inside job. We knew that. So I hope that all of this stuff comes out. And you know, we definitely have never been able to depend on the system for us.
Yeah.
Right.
But now we can say to a person with common sense, you see why we were never able to depend on the system, and why you shouldn't depend on the system. It needs a whole overhaul.
Mm-hmm.
Whole overhaul.
Yeah.
But you can't overhaul the system as long as you got the mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then did you see, excuse me, Jordan, did you see when they were what's his name? Ray was testifying, pretty boy from Missouri, who's probably going to come out having been one of them who communicated with him. He's actually said, where are y'all with that knowing who communicated with him or not? CNN showed that they exposed him. He's worried.
Holly? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think too we have to also address the percentage of Black Americans, especially Black men, who voted for Trump in this last election.
Wow.
That's a conversation that could take all night, because Black men voted for Trump the first time because they could not see a woman leading the United States of America.
Yeah.
This last time, some of them are just so brainwashed and so whitewashed, man. And they didn't want a woman vice president.
Right.
So, you know.
But that's the hurtful part. You don't want a qualified Black woman, but you will consider and vote for a racist white man to lead you.
Mm-hmm. That's sad.
That's the hurtful part, man.
And I said the worst president, but I want to add, he's not just the worst president. He's one of the worst people
Yeah.
Absolutely.
ever lived on planet Earth.
Yeah.
One
Absolutely.
of the worst people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Candace Owens of the world and the Ben Carsons of the world.
Jesus.
You know.
And who the one that died?
And don't forget who is the black preacher from Ohio who is his sounding board or his voice?
He disappeared, Reverend. Ain't nobody heard from him.
Okay.
Yeah, what's
I
that
can't call
guy's
his name.
What's that? The light-skinned guy?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, what's that boy's name?
I'm looking at his face, but I sure can't.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm looking at his face. What's that boy's?
And don't forget about old Herman. Herman Cain, Lord Herman. Herman the left you.
Lord bless his memory.
Bless the dead.
Herman the
Daryl Scott. That's his name. Daryl Scott.
That's
it. Thank you, Bishop. That's it. Daryl Scott. Where is he, Ivey?
Hey, you and I don't know.
He got his stimulus money and hushed, huh?
Him gone.
You know, but
I bet y'all know where he's not. I bet he's not in Florida.
True.
Bet he hadn't been invited to Florida.
But guess what? If Trump, there is still no one who will take that nomination from him in 24. He will get it if he runs.
You think so?
I know so.
I really hope not.
72 million people gonna make sure of it.
Yeah.
And all of us better be Stacey Abrams in our circle of influence.
We're gonna have to. Just like that, we're gonna have to encourage our people to get this vaccine too, y'all. I went live so people could see me getting the vaccine. I went live. I didn't have to tell nobody. I'm leading. I wanted people to see that I got my dang on vaccine. Bates said something about Mark Burns, Bishop Mark Burns.
Mark Burns. Your godmama said that Daryl Scott somewhere eating grits and sugar in his. Ain't say nothing. Just let it carry on, Reverend. Just let it go on, Doctor.
Mom, I'm about tired of you tonight. Sign off.
Yeah, it's sad though, man. But I pray for you all down in Texas, Doc. Because if someone shows up at your church on Sunday morning without a mask, what would be your response?
That I'm the pastor of Lions Unity, not Greg Abbott.
I got to sign up. And there are restaurants, Doc, who said they will not adhere to the governor's orders. So and the police, we got signs up, right? We got signs up on our church.
Yeah, and the police chief said businesses can call the police on people.
Okay.
Because that's still their business, man.
Yeah.
You know, people got families to go home to. And Doc, let's be honest, man. White evangelicals, white Republicans are strictly elitist and selfish. They don't care.
Yeah.
Because in their minds, this is their country and their state.
Yeah. I'm with you, Reverend.
Yeah. They don't care about nobody, man.
More of them dying than us.
But guess what? For them, it's about their freedom and their liberties. They're so messed up, man. They would rather die of COVID than wear a mask. Because this ain't communist China. This ain't Germany. This ain't Russia. We're free over here.
Man,
selfish, man.
The ignorance is just, I saw a woman on TV. I don't wear a mask. I've never worn a mask, and I don't have COVID. The ignorance, man.
Yeah, and you can't reason with people like that, Doc. It's too much energy. Because you ain't gonna win, Doc.
Right.
Their minds are made up.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know.
Right.
So, man, we're in a sad shape, man. I'm serious, man. Our country is in a sad shape.
And we thought we would be a little better with the new administration in the White House, but I mean, it's gonna take some years to fix up what that fool messed up in 4 years.
Yeah,
ain't gonna happen overnight, people. It's not.
I don't think it's gonna be fixed. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people like Josh Hawley from Missouri and Ted Cruz, they are going to keep that alive. because they saw what he did with that.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't going nowhere, Doc.
Of course.
It ain't going nowhere.
Of course. I totally. And if the Republicans win anything in the midterms, the Senate or the House, Biden can go golfing. I don't even know if he plays golf.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can't afford for them to win. Doc, we all of us as leaders, we've got to stay on our people, man, about voting.
Yeah.
They can't relax now, man. We all, Stacey Abrams has set a model for us.
Yeah.
And all of us got our circle of influence.
Yep.
And man, we got to use it.
They know that, and they're changing laws, especially in Georgia. No more Sunday voting. You know what I'm saying? Souls to the polls. It scared them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. I mean, so y'all, we're going to take these 4 years to educate people and train people, lead by example while this present administration is in. Because you're right, Dennis. I mean, hey, we may have won the election, but man, they trying to overturn man. I got folk in Georgia talking about they trying to turn everything over in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if they can do that in Georgia or attempt to it, I mean, man, they all got some disciples. Satan got disciples everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But Texas has to get rid of Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott. We have to.
Amen.
We have to get rid of
what about that Cruz as an attorney general? This man got so much stuff on him, man. And he led the revolt to make the election null and void.
Exactly.
Paxton, the attorney general. Man, I don't even know why he hadn't been to court. He got so
under investigation.
Yeah, under investigation. It's scary to me, brother. Seriously.
And Cancun Cruz left us to die and to freeze to death.
Right. And he go on vacation.
And he go on vacation.
And he talking about running for president. Man, please.
And then
we almost got him. Beta, what's that guy name?
Beta O'Rourke.
I mean, Beta came so close to get. That was you would think Cruz would be shivering in his shoes now. You know, I better walk a straight line because I almost lost this. But nah, he got worse.
He really did.
Mm-hmm. He got worse.
He really did. He really did.
Yeah, he got 4 more years, so he's just acting a fool. Lying to you.
Yeah.
That's why they get 6 years, don't they?
Yep.
If they get Jesus Christ.
Man, look how they worshiping this guy. He done talked about every last one of them. Gave all of them names. Talked about their mamas, their daddies, their wives, their dogs, their cats. He's a dictator. He's been tutored by Russia and North Korea.
But I think my issue is, man, and you're right, but they have no spine. They have no spine.
Well, it's deeper than that, Jordan. They have no spine because they have no soul.
True. Absolutely.
I go back to what you said, Jordan. They ain't got no soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't got no soul, Doc.
But dude, you talk about my mom, my daddy, you know, helped to kill Kennedy, so you say, call my wife ugly and I defend you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's crazy, Doc.
Listen.
Lying to you.
Hey, y'all, Patricia, my friend Patricia in Ohio says, now that they know we will show up in record numbers, they're going to do everything in their power to keep us from voting.
Early voting, absentee voting, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if any of these legislations are passed, y'all, it takes us back 40 and 50 years. These white men are literally openly now. See, it's no more concealed. It's all open now since this dude Cheeto's been in office. I mean, the election stuff is designed to take us back.
Yeah. And then the Supreme Court is still a conservative court. So we have to be careful what goes there.
Ivey, I know there's a God, but I just struggle with the worst president in the world put 3 people on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
But yet there is a God because those 3 people really let him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Not
Yeah.
only that, though, y'all, in his 4 years, he put, I think, 300
Wow.
Federal
Yeah.
people.
judges.
While we were focusing on
Nobody
everything
Latino,
else.
nobody black.
Right.
And
Right.
we arguing in church over when we going back to church and what we gonna wear for our annual day. We arguing over nonsense,
Right.
and we sleep to the politics of the world.
Well, that was the only reason Mitch McConnell followed him. McConnell wanted that federal bench to be stacked, point blank.
Yeah, we watched that because he's the one that blocked Obama from appointing a Supreme Court judge.
Yeah, Merrick Garland.
Justice. Yeah. So it's man, this is a tough time.
Yeah.
And I think we should never forget it, because not only is there the pandemic, but we have seen people's true colors.
Absolutely.
And the church has to become the church. We need to stop arguing over that stuff that doesn't matter, man.
Doesn't matter. Exactly.
Become the church.
Exactly.
Start, standing up for justice and righteousness.
And I hope God let a lot of them live to see history and the history books eat their tails alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this has been a great group tonight, y'all. It just shows, and there's been several pastors on there tonight. Pastors, we're gonna have to put our differences aside, no matter what convention you in, no matter what your reformation is. Black people need to come together, stick together these next 4 years, and keep a Democratic Senate. We're gonna have to come together, because we cannot take another 4 years of what Donald Duck silly behind did. He said, I think it was Alvin Bernstein said he set us back about 400 years when he became president.
Absolutely.
And he's still the most populous Republican who is a former president and still stirring stuff up, still got a strong following, still have a strong supportive team. And they know he's wrong. They know he's killed over 550,000 people, and they still support him. Again, 72 million people still voted for this fool. 72 million people still voted for him. He still got. We cannot slip. We cannot wink an eye or close an eye. We got to be strong. We got to be innovative. We got to stick together, you all. Help me, brother, because it's almost time to close.
Because it's not a matter of right or wrong. It's not a matter of Democratic or Republic. It's a matter of black and white.
Yep.
My take, brothers.
No,
my take.
Yeah.
The racism has just been revealed. He was bold enough to do it. They saw the reaction he got from America, and so now they jumped in the boat with him at the expense of their souls.
You all are probably, some of you will not agree with me. I don't know. But black people and brown people, and now we have people that are of Asian descent being attacked, and that really stems from Trump as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All of us need to come together. The marginalized people of our nation got to come together. And that means that we got to cross some lines for the sake of our nation.
Mm-hmm.
And start being a force to reckon with, and stop being fooled and see this bigger picture. And I think that's where we need to do. We need to get behind these issues and become allies of people who are marginalized by our government. We need to do that.
Yeah, I think Jews, blacks, Muslims, Latinos, and Asians, we need to work together.
Yeah.
But even with that, don't forget that large amount of people in Florida, Cuban descent, or Cubans who voted for Trump.
But the angle for them was socialism.
True.
Once they start saying that Biden was for socialism, it turned the Cuban population against the Democratic Party for the election. But once they realize that that's not the case, maybe, but
hopefully.
But we need to keep people fully educated. about what's really going on. And
Yeah,
don't let
absolutely.
them lie to us. We need to just call it what it is.
I think we just need to be real vocal and real outspoken, just like and Ivy and I mean, we're popular. We have a voice around here. You know, of course, we got enemies. Everybody got enemies. But just like Dennis Jones and William Jordan was vocal and outspoken about Texas tonight, we got to be that vocal and outspoken what's going on in the Bay Area. Listen, you all, I don't even know, how is the homeless population in Houston?
Major.
Yeah, very amazing.
Yeah, very major.
Now, Oakland, people think Oakland, and both of y'all have been to Oakland and preached in Oakland a few times. But you all know, people think that Oakland is a big city. We're known for crime. I'm sitting there watching a Fatal Attraction the other night, and somebody in Baltimore got killed. And they, you know, during the commercials, they put the data and the statistics of that city, and I'm sitting there watching it, and they put the data up there. Most crimes occur. 3 of the most worst cities in the world is Baltimore, Maryland, Newark, New Jersey, and Oakland, California. I'm like, wait, hold on, wait. Time out 20 seconds on there. But it's only about 450,000 people in Oakland, and there are over 5,000 homeless people in Oakland. What do y'all think the homeless population? It's over 450,000 people here, but there's 5,000 homeless people in Oakland.
I'm embarrassed. I can't remember the numbers, and I'm embarrassed by it. And the reason I'm embarrassed by it is because the homeless is a ministry that's near and dear to me and Gethsemane's heart.
Okay.
We do something for them every month, and in November, we do a major event. We charter buses and we go and pick them up, bring them to the church.
Thank you, man.
Half of the gym is organized like Macy's. The other half is organized like Luby's. We have barbers, beauticians. We have another room that's on like Walgreens. So they spend over half of a day with us.
Wow.
We feed them the tradition. I want to say the traditional Thanksgiving dinner. You know, this may be like that sugar grits thing. Traditional Thanksgiving for me is turkey dressing and potato salad and cranberry sauce
And macaroni and cheese and
yes, yeah, But
Yeah.
you never know what those other two guys eat for Thanksgiving. They probably eat beef tips and rice or something, you know. So I'm just saying.
They put sugar in their rice too, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm embarrassed because I was keeping up with that, and I can't remember the numbers right now. But it's major, Doc. It's major.
And
the homeless
here, they steal campers and they just take over streets and empty parking lots and things of that nature. Is the same thing like that in Texas, in Houston? Well, I'm just speaking of Houston.
Mm-hmm. Mostly on the bridges, you'll see tents, and they got an area downtown that's I would say that's the headquarters. I think.
Yeah,
we have tent cities, Doc, and they have mayors and city council in that tent city, Reb.
Yeah.
They have a whole system down there.
Wow.
I just looked it up. It says as of June 2020, 3,974.
3,900.
In that big old city. And Oakland got 5,000.
Right.
Wow.
How many people is in Houston? A couple of million?
Yeah.
4 or 5 million?
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Because we're what, number 4 in the country?
I know you guys are up there, but for us with 450,000 people, 5,000, and you guys in the millions, and you guys have 3,900. Pastor Jones, thank you for what you do, man. It's like I don't know. I could get in trouble, but this is real talk, and I really don't care who I upset or who gets upset. This is my show. I can say whatever I want to say on my show. Now, if I was on somebody else's show, I would curtail my tongue, but it's out of control. And that had some to do with why our funeral home closed down, because y'all know how clear people are when it comes to reviews. They'll jump off the Empire State Building, but they took over the area where my old job was, which I'm glad to be at my new job because it's much better and you don't deal with the same thing. Just 1 mile, 1.4 miles up the street though. But those reviews, I see you, Dennis, this after 9. Those reviews are, he go to 9 o'clock, y'all, and we can tell that it's his bedtime because he almost rocked out of that chair. And so we, it's really bad in Oakland, and the mayor does nothing about it.
But to answer your question, Marty, it's 7 million people in Houston.
How many?
10.
7 million. 7 million people in Houston.
7 million.
Jesus.
Yeah. And we 450,000. We 450,000 with 5,000. Y'all had 3,900 with 7 million people. So our statistics is much higher here. It's crazy, and a lot of it is mental health. I mean, that can lead to a whole nother show, but we've been on our time today. If you wanted to give us an encouraging word, Pastor Jordan, what for the plight and the peril of our world, Franklin said there's 25,000 homeless folk in the state of Texas. Pastor Gregory Franklin said there's 25,000 homeless folk in the whole state of Texas. It's a lot of people, but we still top because we just talking about 5,000 people in Oakland. There's 10 million people live in Los Angeles, and they homeless population go for miles and miles. Skid Row downtown, around by the Staples Center and things of that nature. So if you had an encouraging word that you wanted to say to our audience tonight, we thank God several hundred people are on tonight. What would you say in times like this with the plight of the coronavirus, with the vaccine, with churches closed? Thank you for what you do. Thank you for not opening up your church. Thank you for being vocal about masks. Thank you for loving the sweet members of Lions Unity Church for not opening up and not being pressured. You are the governor of Lions Unity Baptist Church. What would you have to say tonight?
Man, pray, keep praying for your pastors as well. It's different, as Dr. Jones said, preaching to empty pews and to just a few people. So pray for your pastors, pray for that supporting staff, media crew and us and the people who support the pastor while he's preaching. But also, man, vote and get vaccinated. Yeah. Vote and get vaccinated. Yeah.
Thank you. Ivy, go ahead, man. What would you say? Man, our first dose. We're waiting on our second dose.
Yeah, I just want to say to my brothers that pastor in the Houston area and any other parts of Texas, I am praying with and for you all during this tough time. And I pray that the people that you lead are willing to follow your leadership. I want to encourage everyone who hears my voice, exercise your duty to vote and in various elections. Don't wait till national elections. Vote on the smaller scale as well. And those of you who are willing, get vaccinated. If you are in the Oakland area, there's vaccination relief there's vaccinations at the Coliseum, which we're a little afraid of, but that was just a small blunder. Allen Temple Baptist Church is having vaccinations. You must call and sign up. They will call you back for an appointment. And if not, you just show up and maybe you can get vaccinated.
True Vine Baptist Church, Pastor Zach Carey Church.
I was getting that, but you told me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Come on, Negro. Wait till we go from being live. I'm gonna bless you tonight.
Now, Jordan, that's one friendship I don't get in the middle of right there.
For real, dog.
I was
real.
on my way, but he started rushing me. You understand?
Ain't nobody rushing you.
Come on up,
That
brother.
sugar, that sugar from the grits make him hyper.
Yeah.
Yes, and Pastor Zach Carey and the True Vine Church toward the end of March are starting to give vaccinations on their campus as well. Then I will share that information on my page for you once we sign off tonight, so that you could get vaccinated. Thank you, Pastor Peters, for having us. But you can eat whatever you want to eat on your grits, because they're your grits. But as for me and my house, we eat salt and pepper. All right. But thank you, man, for letting me be on tonight, Marty. And it's good to see you, Jones. Good to see you, Jordan.
Likewise, man.
Are you finished?
I'm done. As a matter of fact, my sermon is done. Brother Woodrow, would you lead us in a word of prayer?
Morning, congregation. Dennis, what would you have to say closing us out tonight, man? What would you...
Man, first of all, I want to thank you for this time. Even though I'm past curfew, I've enjoyed tonight. I've enjoyed the fellowship, and I want to say to you and Jordan and Ivey to be encouraged. I want to say to our people, please, pretty please, with sugar on top, not salt and pepper, continue to wash your hands, watch your distance, and wear your mask. I'm begging the people, I'm begging y'all to please continue to faithfully and financially support your church and pastor.
Amen.
We are not well.
Yes.
There's a caption on Facebook. You pastors may have seen it. It has one that says, "How you doing?" The pastor says, "Fine." But then the other caption shows all the different emotions going through his head. And I just want to tell y'all, we are not well. Mm-hmm. And be intentional. I'm saying to everybody who hear my voice, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about these pastors that's on here, and be intentional in expressing your love and your support to them during these times. We didn't get a manual for this. And I never thought in a million years I would be out of church. My people would be out of church for a year. We didn't get a plan for this. So my son said he read somewhere that in this season, some folk will get exposure and some will be exposed.
That's right.
So, just I'm begging with the church to continue to be the church, even though you're not in the building. And again, man, thank you. Good to see these brothers.
And Miss Dora Jean said we will use salt and pepper on our grits. God bless you, Miss Dora Jean.
Lord.
I want to thank Pastor Dennis Jones, who's my sugar and butter partner in crime. My big
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I want to thank him for his honesty and his correct interpretation of the Bible and the back up the box. I want to also thank them other guys that's on here. William Anthony Jordan and Elliott Ivey. We want to thank those guys who eat their grits wrong for being on tonight. Started off with a little humor for the first 30 minutes, but as you can see, it got real serious toward the end, and I planned it that way. This coronavirus is serious, y'all. Getting the vaccination, it's serious. It not only it protects you, but it also protects other people. My parents are older. People have underlying conditions. It'll help save your life. And it's okay. I'm fine. All of us have been vaccinated. We're fine. We're fine. We're doing fine. Little uneasiness, but we're doing fine. And we encourage you all. Gethsemane, I encourage you to continue to love your pastor. Lions Unity, please continue to love your pastor, Pastor Jordan. And the core, Church of Restoration, continue to love your pastor. Victory, continue to love your pastor because your pastor loves you. It's not easy preaching to 7 people, preaching to a camera, preaching to 20 people every Sunday, but we've been doing it for 1 year now.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow will make 1 year that I have not seen my entire congregation. All of you all know the second Sunday I was in Atlanta, Georgia for Steve Hall's funeral. And the third Sunday we went shelter in place. So tomorrow literally makes 1 year that I have not seen my entire membership of the Victory Baptist Church. Victory, your pastor loves you. Your pastor appreciates you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for how you support your church. Thank you for praying for your pastor. I love you all, and I miss you all. I'm going to ask Pastor Jordan to lead us in a word of prayer. And God, would you please hear his prayer, although he eat his grits?
And you know who needed the most, boy. You flesh and blood didn't reveal it to you. All right.
Love you too, Miss Dora Jean Hobson. Bless you. Love you too. That's so sweet of you. Let's pray. Lord, how we thank you for this night. We thank you for this fellowship. I pray for my friends, my colleagues who are on this Facebook Live and those who are across the country.
Yes, God.
We pray for peace and strength during these times. We pray for members who we miss and love. We pray for people who are dealing with health issues and financial issues, churches that are struggling financially and businesses. We need your power. We need your strength and your guidance. Thank you for your grace.
Yes.
Thank you for your mercy. Again, God, if it's your will, wake us up in the morning and give us power to preach.
Yes, God.
And even though it may be an empty building, the gospel reaches beyond the walls.
Yes, God.
We love you because you first loved us. In your name we do pray. Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. Love you, Dennis. Love you, Jordan. Love you.
Love you, man.
You, Ivy. I never needed you. Just never needed you.
Reverend Jones done cut the light off.
Yeah,
I sure did.
He cut the light off.
I sure did.
In the midst of conversation. Peace out, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. See you next week. Same time.
All right.
Y'all preach good tomorrow, brothers. Have a good day.
You do the
Love
same.
y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. All right.